This is an explanation of number 18b on the M3 Algebra 2 midterm review packet. Directions are to use variables and equations to solve. Remember to state what your variables represent. So in problem 18b, a farmer wishes to put a fence around a rectangular field and then divide the field into 3 rectangular plots by placing 2 fences parallel to one of the sides. If the farmer can afford only 1,000 yards of fencing, what dimensions will give the maximum rectangular area? So first, let's draw a diagram. Here's my rectangular field, and I have 2 fences parallel to one of the sides, and that divides it into 3 rectangular plots. So I need to establish what my variables stand for. So in this case, I'll write them in the diagram. So I'm going to make these 4 equal segments all x. That way I take care of 4 segments in the diagram. So I would say there, I guess we'd say x is the length. Okay, so I'm going to use w for the width. I could use y, but I know I'm going to need a y for something later on, and it'll just be a little less confusing if I don't have y for this instead. So if I use w for the width, and that goes across both sides of the diagram, that means that w plus w, or 2w, plus x plus x plus x plus x, or 4x, should equal 1,000 yards of fencing. So this will allow me to write the width in terms of x, so that later when I write my area equation, I can write that only in terms of x's instead of both x's and w's. So I will divide through by 2, so that means that w plus 2x equals 500, and then that means that w is the same thing as 500 minus 2x. So the question is asking us to find the maximum rectangular area. This is a maximum problem, so that means that I'm going to probably be writing an equation of a parabola and then finding the vertex of that parabola. So my parabola equation, I'm going to use y for area. So the area is equal to length times width, or x times w. And then if I substitute, since w equals 500 minus 2x, that's x times 500 minus 2x. So y equals negative 2x squared plus 500x. Now again, I can see this is an equation of a parabola that opens down, so its maximum point is going to occur at the vertex. The equation for the x of the vertex, if the vertex is hk, is h equals negative b over 2a. So here, b is 500, so that'll be negative 500, and then the a is negative 2, so twice the a will be negative 4. 500 divided by 4 is 125. So that's the x of the vertex, which is also the x in my diagram, or the length of those sides of fencing. The question asks me for the dimensions, so I need to find the width, w. So the width is 500 minus 2 times x, or in this case 500 minus 2 times 125, and that gives me 250. So the dimensions of the rectangle with maximum area would be 125 yards by 250 yards.